Imagine a private meeting held once a year, where some of the world's most powerful people gather behind closed doors. This is the Bilderberg Group. It is not a government body or a company, but a conference that brings together leaders from Europe and North America. For over 70 years, this exclusive club has met in different luxury hotels, always in strict privacy. The guest list includes heads of state, chief executives of giant corporations, central bankers who control economies, and top minds from academia and media. The intense secrecy surrounding these meetings has made many people curious and sometimes suspicious about what is truly happening inside. The main question people ask is simple: why is the Bilderberg Group so secretive? If it is just a meeting for discussion, why can't the public know what is said? The organizers have a clear answer. They believe that for leaders to have truly honest and open conversations, they must be free from public pressure and the watchful eye of the press. Without reporters or official records, participants can speak their minds, test new ideas, and challenge each other's views without fear of their words being twisted or reported out of context. This secrecy, they argue, is the key to fostering genuine dialogue among influential people facing complex global problems. This commitment to privacy is what sets the Bilderberg Group apart from other high-profile gatherings like the World Economic Forum in Davos. While Davos is filled with media and public sessions, Bilderberg operates like a private think tank. There are no press conferences, no official statements are released after the meetings, and the agenda itself is only a vague list of topics. This creates a vacuum of information that is often filled with speculation. Many wonder if this group is secretly shaping global policy, making decisions that affect billions of people without any public accountability or oversight, a charge the group itself has always denied. The mystery surrounding the Bilderberg meetings has turned them into a subject of fascination and debate. On one hand, supporters see it as a valuable, informal space for leaders to build trust and understanding, which can help prevent international conflicts and promote cooperation. On the other hand, critics view it as an undemocratic and shadowy gathering of the global elite, where the powerful coordinate their actions away from public view. This tension between its stated purpose and its hidden nature is what makes the Bilderberg Group one of the most talked about yet least understood phenomena in international affairs. To understand the Bilderberg Group, we must look back to its creation in the years following World War II. The world was a tense place, divided by the Cold War between the United States and the Soviet Union. In Europe, there was a growing sense of anti-Americanism, and many worried that the Western alliance was fragile. It was in this climate that Prince Bernhard of the Netherlands took action. He believed that if leaders from both sides of the Atlantic could meet informally and speak honestly, they could clear up misunderstandings and strengthen their partnership against the shared threat of communism. The very first meeting was held in May 1954 at the Hotel de Bilderberg in Oosterbeek, a small town in the Netherlands. This is where the group got its name. Prince Bernhard, along with other influential figures, invited a small but powerful group of politicians, business leaders, and intellectuals from Western Europe and North America. The goal was to create a forum for open dialogue, a safe space where they could discuss the major issues of the day without the rigid formalities of official diplomacy. The initial agenda focused squarely on the Cold War, discussing how to counter Soviet influence and build a stronger, more united Western world. The early meetings were a direct response to a world on edge. The founders feared that growing divisions between Europe and America would weaken their ability to stand together. They wanted to create personal bonds between the leaders of these nations. By bringing together people who held significant influence in their respective countries, they hoped to build a network of trust. If a European finance minister and an American CEO could understand each other's perspectives on a personal level, it might lead to better policy and stronger cooperation on a national level. This focus on fostering transatlantic relations has remained a core part of the group's mission. From its very beginning, the group decided that privacy was essential for its success. The idea was that leaders would only speak frankly if they knew their words would not be leaked to the press or used against them politically. This principle, established at that first gathering at the Hotel de Bilderberg, has defined the group ever since. While the specific topics of discussion have evolved from the Cold War to modern challenges like artificial intelligence and global trade, The fundamental structure of a private, off-the-record meeting of elites has remained unchanged for over 7 decades, a direct legacy of its Cold War origins. The Bilderberg Group operates under a strict set of rules designed to ensure absolute privacy and encourage open debate. The most important of these is the Chatham House Rule. This rule states that while participants are free to use the information they receive during the discussions, they are not allowed to reveal the identity or affiliation of the speaker who provided it. This means someone can share an idea they heard at the meeting, but they can never say, "The Prime Minister of Canada said this," or "the CEO of that big tech company believes that." This protects speakers and allows them to float controversial ideas without personal risk. Furthermore, the meetings are completely closed to the outside world. No journalists are invited to cover the event, and participants are forbidden from giving interviews about what happens inside. There are no official minutes taken, and no final report or communique is published for the public. The only record is a private report that is circulated exclusively to past and present attendees. In this report, speakers are identified only by their country, not by their name or position. This deep level of secrecy is what the organizers believe creates the unique environment where powerful people can step away from their official roles and speak as individuals. The guest list itself is a core part of the Bilderberg mystique. Attendance is by invitation only, and the list of about 120 to 150 people is carefully curated each year by an international steering committee. Those invited are a who's who of the global power structure. You will find current and former heads of government, senior cabinet ministers, and royalty sitting alongside the chief executives of the world's largest banks and corporations. Also present are influential media figures, leading academics, and heads of military and intelligence agencies. Getting an invitation is seen as a sign that you have reached the highest level of influence in your field. This combination of an exclusive guest list and strict secrecy rules creates a truly unique atmosphere. The organizers insist that this is not about making decisions or setting global policy. Instead, they say the goal is simply to allow these leaders to have a free-flowing conversation and better understand the complex forces shaping the world. By removing the pressures of public scrutiny and official titles, they hope to foster a level of honesty and creativity that is impossible to achieve in more public forums. For critics, however, these same rules are what make the group seem so unaccountable and potentially dangerous. The official position of the Bilderberg Group is that it is a forum for discussion, not a body for making decisions. Organizers are very clear on this point. The meetings are not a secret world government where binding policies are made. Instead, they describe the annual conference as an opportunity for leaders to listen, learn, and exchange ideas on major global trends. The topics on the agenda are broad and reflect the most pressing issues of the time. In recent years, discussions have covered subjects like the future of artificial intelligence, the challenges of cybersecurity, the war in Ukraine, and the state of the global economy. According to the group, the value of these meetings lies in the informal exchange of perspectives. A technology CEO might offer insights on AI that a prime minister has never considered, while a central banker could explain the hidden risks in the financial system to a military general. The idea is that this cross-pollination of knowledge helps influential people make better informed decisions when they return to their regular jobs. The group argues that this process of informal education is beneficial for everyone, as it leads to more thoughtful leadership and a better understanding of different viewpoints on a global scale. However, this official explanation does little to calm the suspicions of those who see the group as a threat to democracy. Critics argue that it is naive to believe that when you gather 150 of the world's most powerful individuals in one room, the only thing that happens is a friendly chat. They suggest that even if no formal decisions are made, the meetings help create a consensus among the global elite. When these powerful people agree on a particular way of thinking about a problem, that shared understanding can powerfully shape the policies that are later implemented in governments and corporations around the world. In the end, the Bilderberg Group remains an enigma. It is a place where power and influence converge in total secrecy. The organizers maintain that its purpose is noble to foster dialogue and understanding in a complex world. They insist that no votes are taken and no policies are set, yet the very nature of the gathering Its elite membership and its impenetrable wall of privacy guarantees that it will continue to be a source of intense speculation. Whether it is a harmless discussion club or a shadow world government, the Bilderberg Group reminds us that some of the most important conversations shaping our world may be happening far from the public eye.